Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ryan B. If you're not new, you already know that. Anyway, this is a different type of video that I'm bringing y'all because I'm just like in this, I want to pivot my channel in a way, not completely. I'm still gonna give y'all nail content, but I also want to do some sit down videos because y'all, I got stuff to say. I have stuff to say, and we're gonna talk about it. So the reason I'm even coming to y'all with this video is because I'm attempting, and I'm saying attempting, to do 75 hard. Well, I'm not even gonna say I'm doing 75 hard. I'm gonna say maybe I'm doing 75 soft, but not too soft. If that makes sense, because I'm still doing the workouts every day, which I have been. I've been consistent in the gym for a month already. So I'm doing the workouts every day. I don't drink a gallon of water, y'all, because it's honestly just too much for me personally. I've tried it and like I cannot get through daily tasks without having to use the bathroom within like 10-minute time frame. It's bad. So I don't do the gallon of water. I try to refill my Stanley like twice to 3 times, whatever, throughout the day, and make sure I'm getting that much water, but I can't do the gallon, so I'm not doing the gallon. I read, so I'm doing the reading. I think I'm pretty much doing everything besides the gallon of water. I'm doing the progress pictures. And honestly, the reason I say I'm doing like a soft is because, like I said, I've been in the gym every day for a month straight. And recently, I think it was on Saturday, my body was like, okay, I'm tired. So I'm gonna just listen to my body, and if it tells me, hey, go light on me, then I'm not gonna do, all the tasks that needs to be done in order for it to be 75 hard. So I'm just tailoring it to me, but I'm still trying to, keep the same structure and the same discipline or whatever like that. So today during my outdoors walk/jog, I was listening to a podcast. And the message today, it stuck with me on a lot of different levels. And that's why I'm like, I'm going to sit down and do a video about it, just because I know everybody doesn't listen to podcasts, but I may have an audience or may, reach someone that this podcast didn't. So I was listening to Myron Golden's podcast. His podcast is called Boss Moves. And the title of this episode was Why Most Entrepreneurs Are Out of Balance. The reason this stuck with me so much is because I have been first-handedly experienced so many people telling me like, oh my God, like all you do is work. Like you so young. Like you never do this. Like all we see you doing is posting that you're working. That's it. And if y'all are new here, I just recently graduated from college. So I used to have those people too, like, like, are you getting the college experience? Like, we never see you outside. We never see you in the club. We never see you on campus. And I'm like, I never see you working on yourself. Who said that? And the key points that Myron touched on in this podcast, I wish I would have heard sooner. Because I'm not going to lie, y'all. Sometimes, like in the past, not now. It don't bother me now. But it used to kind of bother me or kind of have me second guessing myself. I'm like, dang, like, am I missing out? And this brought me back to like when I was a child, y'all. My mom used to stress. Oh my God. She used to stress. You are not missing out. And now, obviously, the context that my mom was giving was different. To put that into perspective, my mom was referring to, which honestly, pretty much everybody can relate to, like young girls, if you had a real mother that was telling you right from wrong and was telling you, no, I'm not doing this, that, and the third, or I'm not dropping you off here, no. And mama used to always tell me, like, you're not missing out on nothing. Like, I know it may seem like you're missing out, but you're not missing out. And when I look back at those same people that, like, that I was trying to run behind or hang out with or be like, mom, so-and-so mama said they could go, y'all, I wouldn't want to trade places with them. So ultimately what I'm saying is, it's like, if this is aligning with what you're trying and you know what you're trying to do, then don't worry about people telling you need to find some balance. And really what something that Myron had said basically was, if you truly think about it, they're telling you that you don't have balance because of that you're not consuming yourself with all the negative things that really serve you no purpose. because you want to work, because you want to improve yourself, because you are just yearning for things that are going to elevate you and not just, oh, like, you know, worried about the things that are just looking like they're fun right now, you don't have balance. It's just, and when he said that, and honestly, I've always had that, like, when I would hear it and when it would try to bother me a little bit, I never acted on it. Like, I still never attempted to try to fit in or try to surround myself by that, because mentally I didn't have the time for it. You know what I'm saying? And especially because, like I said, I just got out of college, and people always ask me, and still they'd be like, do you feel like you got the college experience? Because my college years were also my very pivotal years in my business. That's when I started my business. That's when I grew my business, you know? And I pretty much did everything while I was in college for all of my businesses. And I used to be like, I feel like I got the college experience because I lived on campus, but I just was not involved. You know what I'm saying? I went to class and I went to my dorm, my apartment, I did my clients, and I did what I needed to do as far as school. You know what I'm saying? I basically want to hit on the points that he had hit on during the podcast so that y'all can kind of just, you know, get some key takeaways, you know, from my key takeaways from the video. Okay? The number one key takeaway that I got from this episode was balance isn't always the goal. And I took some notes. So I feel like he emphasized the fact that balance isn't the primary objective in life or your business journey, and you need to look at balance like a season of life. Something that he also said, y'all, he said that if you are broke or not where you need to be in any aspect of your life, whether that's financially, physically, spiritually, then you do not deserve quote unquote balance. Do with that as you wish. My second key takeaway was seasons of focus matter. So I feel like in the entrepreneurship, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're in this field of life, you know that you kind of lean into seasons of intense focus where you may have, like for example, in the beauty industry, they have a lot of different seasons where, okay, it's gonna be hectic right now, or you may have some slow seasons, and you have to also prepare for that. Like for example, for a braider may be packed down with clients in the summer months, but during the winter time, the girls want their sew-ins, they want their quick weaves, they want their wigs. So as entrepreneurs, every entrepreneur, we have seasons. Balance basically will naturally return from those seasons once that, you know, has died down a little bit. So you have to make sure that you're able to recognize those seasons and recognize when balance is needed and when balance is not needed. Number 3, purpose is greater than balance. So I feel like he argued that being purpose driven often requires you have to sacrifice traditional balance, which is basically the things that really don't bring you no fulfillment, is what I was referring to. That you have to sacrifice that to reach your entrepreneurship goals or your entrepreneur goals. That's not only acceptable, but it's necessary for many successes. You're gonna have to sacrifice somewhere. And I think it's so important for us to get out of the mindset that you can have it all the time. You can't. You can't. You cannot. Physically, mentally, you cannot have it all the time. Always go back to your goals, why you started, and realize your purpose is always going to be greater than balance. Your purpose is always going to be greater than temporary fun. So don't forget that. Number 4, balance is a seasonal framework. So I would say that for number 4, I feel like Myron, he just kind of touched back on a few of the other points, but also I feel like it invites people to realize that balance is a strategic shift in focus, and that depends on, you know, where you are in your business. So once, like in the early stages of your business, I'm just referring back to business because I am an entrepreneur and that's kind of like what my life is centered around, but even if you're not in business. But my example is when you're early on in your business, of course you have to dedicate a lot more time because for when it's starting up, it's just you you're funding everything, you're not really making a profit, you have to dedicate a lot more time than years later down the line when you're established, you have employees and all this and the third. So it's like balance is gonna be different at different stages for everyone, and you have to be strong enough to realize that, okay, I can't do what they're doing. I'm not there yet, okay? Basically, that's what I got from number 4. And lastly, number 5, embrace the imbalance if it's serving you. And I feel like it always has served me. So I feel like I'm a person that I thrive on having a busy schedule. And that's not a bad thing. It may sound like, oh my God, but when I don't have nothing to do, y'all, I honestly, like my social battery, like I thrive on being busy, having a hefty to-do list. I thrive on productivity. I thrive on just having things to do. So to others, I'm imbalanced. To me, my life does not feel right if I'm not busy or I'm not productive. I'm gonna say productive because I know they say it's better to be productive than be busy, but to me it's all the same thing. I don't look at being busy as a negative thing like others do. Just remember that out of balance seasons are not negative, because for me they're all the time, and I love that. Ultimately, you guys, I just want to end this video by basically summing up that if you feel imbalanced, that's not a result of failure or burnout, y'all. You have to be strong enough to know what you need to get where you're trying to go. Point blank, period. I hope that these key points helped you in some way, y'all. They really stuck with me, and I'm like, I need to make a video because I know somebody else is gonna need this. I needed this a while back. But anyway, y'all, this is my first sit down video in a long time, so bear with me. I know it probably have so many cuts, but anyway, I hope you got the message. That's all I'm worried about. I hope you got the message. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Comment balanced if you made it to the end of this video. And my next video will probably be a vlog, so I can't wait to see y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.